Space is vast, cruel, indifferent, eternal. Civilizations rise and fall in its shadow, like sparks against the backdrop of infinity. For millennia, the galaxy believed it had already seen the measure of every species that dared to call itself intelligent. But then, humanity arrived. We were late to the stage, fragile, primitive. A species born not in the golden cradle of a gentle world, but in the storms and scars of Earth, where survival was never guaranteed. Predators with teeth, winters without mercy, oceans that swallowed without warning. We did not inherit paradise. We built it from chaos. And so, when the galaxy first looked upon us, they saw weakness. They mistook scars for flaws and did not realize they were looking at the marks of survivors. The Council of 10,000 clans met in secret. The Zaith war fleets had grown bold, consuming entire worlds along the Orion Arm. Every species that stood against them had been shattered. Empires reduced to ash in the dark. The council debated endlessly and decided humanity was expendable. Let them fight, the Elder Wren declared. They breed quickly, they die quickly. Perhaps their resistance will buy us time. And with that, humanity was condemned. Humanity refuses to bend, but humanity did not bend. We had seen wolves before. We had hunted them to extinction on the tundras of our world. We had stood against plagues, against fire, against famine and death itself. The galaxy wanted pawns. Instead, it awoke predators. Our warships were outdated, fragile compared to alien designs. Their hulls were crude steel. Their weapons, ballistic, chemical, primitive. But humans have never needed the best tools. Only enough tools. We adapted. We learned. We modified everything. A mining drill became a railgun. An atmospheric re-entry shield became armor plating. And where resources failed, we paid with blood and brilliance. The Zaith expected another easy slaughter. They came in numbers, warships 100 kilometers long, bristling with plasma batteries. Against them, humanity threw ships barely holding together, crewed by farmers, engineers, and soldiers who had learned orbital combat in just weeks. And yet, the first battle ended not in defeat, but in shock. Human ships did not retreat. They rammed, clawed, improvised. When weapons failed, humans fired their engines at point-blank range, turning their very reactors into weapons. The Zaith lost half their fleet, for the first time in centuries. The predators of the galaxy had been bloodied. The Council was horrified, not because humanity had survived, but because humanity had changed the rules. Humans did not outgun their enemy. They outthought them. Where the Zaith relied on ancient stagnant doctrines, humanity brought chaos, decentralized commands, guerrilla fleets, psychological warfare. We hacked their communications with code written in the span of a night. We weaponized asteroids, turning entire moons into kinetic bombardments. We fought not as soldiers of empire, but as survivors who had nothing left to lose. Every system we entered, we made uninhabitable for the Zaith. Every planet they touched, we poisoned against them. And every human ship destroyed was replaced by 3 more. Faster, sharper, angrier. The galaxy watched in disbelief. What was meant to be a doomed sacrifice became a storm the Council could no longer ignore. Slower, intimate. You see, humanity's strength was never our weapons. It was our refusal to surrender. The Zaith did not understand this. No empire could. To them, war was a matter of resources. To us, war was survival. And survival is what humanity has always done best. In the 9th year of war, humanity made its boldest move, Operation Black Dawn. We lured the Zaith fleet to the dead system of Hades Prime. There, in the silence of a dead star, humanity detonated every last stockpile of antimatter we had, an explosion brighter than suns. An entire armada erased in an instant. Half of humanity's fleet burned with it. But the Zaith were broken. The Council trembled. The pawns they had sent to die had crippled the galaxy's greatest predator. And in their fear, they understood the truth. Humanity was no pawn. Humanity was the storm that broke empires. When the war ended, emissaries came to Earth. They offered us power, prestige, a throne among the stars. But humanity declined. We did not fight for conquest. We fought because we had been given no choice. And we remembered too well the arrogance of those who thought themselves untouchable. Instead, humanity chose something far greater. We became the shield, the wall between the galaxy and the predators that would come again. The galaxy once believed humans were fragile, that we were expendable. But history will remember the truth. We are humanity, born in chaos, forged in fire. And when the galaxy calls, we answer.